ladies and gentlemen, Steve Smith Sr. Steve Smith Sr.
Thank you. Oh,
how are you, man?
Excellent.
Good to see you.
How you doing?
Better for seeing you sitting here.
Yeah.
I always bring this up with you at a Super Bowl. I'll do it again. The first ever Super Bowl for NFL Network.
Oh, yeah. We both had hair then.
Yes, we did. You played in it. Mm-hmm. I hosted the NFL Network's first ever coverage of Carolina versus the Patriots in that one. When you woke up Super Sunday, what was going on in your brain, your gut, your stomach? What was going on for you, Steve Smith Sr.?
Ton of nerves, right? You're unsure how things are going to go. You know, you prepare and you do all the things up to this moment, and then it's here. And there's a surreal part of like the little boy who's always inspired and desire to play. Mm-hmm. And then it's the professional where you're trying to figure out what stays, what goes, what's tangible that you can hold on to, but at the same time not get too over emotional. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot, but I remember the night before, which now today plays a huge role, but I remember the night before, Dan Henney was offense coordinator. Mm-hmm. And we're sitting in the offensive meeting room. He said, listen, when we are done playing, look around, understand. Look around. And you know how when a head coach, offense coordinator or a coach talks and they instruct a room full of guys to do something, they kind of like, you kind of have to do it. He said, no, look around. Like turn your head. And so you looked around and he said, no matter the outcome, none of you men will be back in this room together playing in this game. I'm guarantee you this will be the last time all of y'all play on the same team with everyone in this room. Mm-hmm. Man, I really it didn't hit me. Like it was one of those old wise stories that you just it doesn't resonate, it doesn't compute, right? You're nodding your head like this, but inside you're like, I don't know what he's talking about. And I remember, and what's funny is Jeff Mitchell was a center. Mm-hmm. A couple of years later, later after that, we drafted Ryan Khalil. Kevin Donnelly retired. Yeah. Jeff Otall was picked up, left tackle. Ty Stussy, right? Just a ton of guys. Just after that, went on their different ways, and so it was real surreal.
And it focused you in a way that you think...
I had no idea, but now it makes me look at today, and it's like, you're like, hey, I remember that. And so it's really helped me kind of, especially this year, is like, you know what? Instead of concerning ourselves with the things we don't get or what we haven't accomplished, what about some of the things that you have experienced? Mm-hmm. And so it's just that's been a great reminder.
What's it like to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl? That's right behind you right there.
So to score a touchdown in the Super Bowl, a lot of people ask me, what am I thinking? Mm-hmm. Man, it's taken me a long time to figure this out. Most of the time, why most guys, especially for me mainly, so I'll speak for myself only because I'm not sure how other people experience things.
Yeah.
I don't remember a lot because I wasn't thinking. Mm-hmm. Like when I'm running that route, I'm not thinking catch of the football. I'm running. And when the ball comes in, you just naturally do it. Mm-hmm. I don't think.
Well, when you hit the goal line, though.
When you hit the goal line, it's kind of it's starting to register. It's like the little kid, the hot hand on the stove. Like,
interesting.
Oh, that's hot. So, because I was having this conversation, with my uncle, and he started asking me, like, what do you think? And I was like, bro, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Like when I break the huddle, said break, I'm going through my checklist of things. Mm-hmm. I'm not thinking about it. It's naturally embedded in me.
Yeah.
All right. Slot right. So I played X. So I go to the left. I'm in the slot. What's the down and distance? Mm-hmm. Here's the play. What's the snap count? Mm-hmm. all right, where's the defense? I'm in the slot. So what kind of linebacker is this? Is this Willie McGinnis, heavy foot, heavy hand?
You're right.
Or is this, a hybrid? A Warner, right? How am I going to run my route? Which way am I going to attack it? Oh, yeah, it's on 2, right? So don't jump. But then I'm watching Jordan Gross. He's my left tackle, so I watch him on my peripheral. So I'm just preoccupied with my own preset checklist that you don't have time to think. Like, you don't. Even like when if I go across the middle and the ball's thrown up, there's been times where I roll my eyes, like, to jump up and get it. I'm not going, I hope I don't get hit on the way down. That was my natural reaction, because you have just, unconsciously, you have put yourself in harm's way.
Sure, that's the nature of the sport. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I love it. Steve Smith here on the Rich Eisen Show, and this game, and then we'll move on to the current one. It was our first Super Bowl at NFL Network, and we had our first ever Super Bowl commercial, and it was right after halftime.
Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
And we were really excited. We were all going all around televisions, getting ready to see our commercial come on the air. But then, Justin Timberlake reached for Janet Jackson, and nobody watched our commercial. Nobody saw it. We were just like, my BlackBerry went off like, hey, what the hell did you see? Did you players know something had happened? No, there was nothing talked about it. You didn't find out about it until after the game?
Man, I didn't find out till a couple of days later because there was no Twitter. Or
right. Yeah, sure, right.
There's no IG. There's no YouTube. There's no Shorts.
It was word of mouth, just flat out word of mouth.
And all the people who may have saw it were back home watching the game. A lot of people in the stands didn't see it.
Yeah, because we were around televisions in the stadium ready to see our commercial. Yeah. That's how we saw it. That's how we knew.
So did they actually play the commercial?
They did.
Did you watch it?
I did.
Okay. Was it good?
I can't remember. Oh. You know what I mean? Sort of like you catching it.
Yep.
I just take it one remote at a time, man. Hope for the best. So if I'm not mistaken, during our draft coverage and combine coverage of the last couple of years, you were on JSN, right? From jump? You liked him from beginning. Yep. You're like, this kid is...
He's spectacular. He's dominant. Really a good kid that, primarily played in the slot. One of the big questions coming out of college was his speed. Right. But, speed and measurables is what scouts and general managers, head coaches, they love to know all of those things. But at the end of the day, what you can't do, none of the measurables kind of tell what's inside of a young man or not. Right? And so just watching him play at Ohio State, remarkable. No one saw when the Mike McDonald came on and they let go of Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
They trade him away.
That it was because they had to let JSN eat the way he's eating. That was not on the bingo card. No one knew that.
Right.
If they did, those teams would have drafted him.
That's right.
Instead of allowing him to fall to the Seattle Seahawks.
Right. And so how effective do you think he can be in Super Bowl 60? Just like any other game that we've seen from this? He needs 35 yards to get 2,000 on the season to be the first one of his age to ever have a season like that, including the playoffs.
Well, Clint Kubiak has done an exceptional job getting him lined up in all different positions. He lines up all over the field.
Right.
So, obviously, everybody's talking about Christian Gonzalez in that matchup. But Carlton Davis has been a guy who really has shown out. 16 targets, 8 receptions, 66 yards.
Yes.
Passer rating, sub 22% when targeted. So, I think the New England Patriots will have a game plan for JSN. They have to.
Yes.
It's important because he's so dominant. But that also leaves a lot of room for his castmates to be able to show up, starting at the bottom with Jake Bobo. Jake hasn't had a lot of first downs or a lot of contributed, but the way, the intentionality and the intensity he runs his routes, he makes himself a legitimate target. And if you let him slip through the cracks, he will make a play that you are not banking on.
And then there's a former MVP of the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Cooper Kupp.
With Cooper Kupp, who's a savvy veteran who figures out all the little different things he's doing. He's more primarily in the intermediate game.
Yeah.
JSN is more in the 0 to 9 yards. That's where he kind of does his work, 8.6 average depth to target.
Right.
And then Rashid Shaheed, he's doing a great job. He's more of, he's kind of in the intermediate too. So they attack you offensively with a condensed formation, a lot of speed, within the first 10 yards. So that means that you got to be on your P's and Q's, right?
Now, do you like being a returner and receiver because it gives you more chances to affect a game, or it's a little bit more difficult?
It depends on the real answer is if you got some good blockers, it's great. Right? If you got a guy that's that you catching a punt return or a kickoff return and he isn't blocking this guy and your body is receiving the brunt of that, you got to kind of pick your poison.
But Seattle clearly is a team that, I mean, we see Rashid Shaheed has been one of the better deadline player pickups we've seen in recent memory.
Well, because Clint was in New Orleans.
Right.
So he's very aware of what Shaheed is in this offense and what he needs, especially with Horton, Torrey Horton going down with from Colorado State, who's a speeds guy. Right. So they know exactly which guy in the offense and what their responsibilities are. And the question of the day for New England is, will they be able to stop Shaheed? And if they do, well, what does that mean? Does JSN go off? If they slow down JSN, does Shaheed go off? Or is Cooper Kupp going to, he slips through the cracks and catches some passes. So they bring a lot of problems to the opposing defense. But you go on New England, and they do the exact same thing.
Right.
They're problematic offensively as well.
What is going through Diggs' head, do you think, right now? Because he's set a record for most receiving yards by somebody who's not played in the Super Bowl to be playing in it for the first time. So he's been waiting for this one for a long time.
I think emotionally, it'll be up there in the beginning, but I think at the end of the day, it'll start to settle in. It's just your job. It's football.
Okay.
Right? It does settle down, right? The question is how fast and how much can you settle it down in your head?
Yeah. And May is pretty damn special. So, So where do you sit on Super Bowl 60 at the end of the day? Steve Smith Sr.
So I kind of sit with Seattle. And the reason why I sit with Seattle, I'm not going to be shocked if New England wins.
Sure.
But we also have to look at, for me, is why has New England struggled in the playoffs? And that generally has to do with they're playing better defense. They're playing the top 3-5 defenses every week.
Yeah, they are.
Right? And when you look at the offensive coordinator for Josh McDaniels with the New England Patriots, you know what he's doing and what they have done so well in a regular season? You have to add some new wrinkles onto what you do. And by doing that, that means now the normal things that you would do, now you have to add a little bit extra. So by adding that extra, that makes you think. And then all of a sudden you're hesitant. And you have inclement weather. However, all of that, you still look at it, why did they struggle? And for me, I believe they struggle is because they're playing better defenses and they're adding a little bit more to Drake May's plate, which slows him down because he's in the second year in the league, but his first he hasn't even completed his first full season with Josh McDaniels. And we know Josh can do a lot of great things. You see what he did with Tom, all these different alignments. So I think that's one of the reasons why I'm favoring Seattle. But at the end of the day, you got to pick one team. So I'm just picking.
Yeah, gotcha. And how you're already seeing May in his first full season with McDaniels that if they stay together, look out.
Yes.
Right? Look out. Because they also have the grocery shopper and Elliott Wolf adding pieces already. Look out. I mean, they could win this game.
Well, here's the other thing that people don't really realize. Like, you got to remember, we were on the show and I mentioned that Godwin turned down more money to remain with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because of uncertainty of how fast they were going to turn things around. Right, they got a lot of money, free money in this offseason.
Receivers are going to take notice of this and want in.
I don't think receivers.
Who?
I think everybody.
Everybody's going.
I think they want to go back because Vrabel is a straight shooter, and they had a lot of players didn't take the money, but the guys who did take the money are benefiting.
They look like geniuses, right?
Yes.
They look smart, and players obviously take notice of that.
Oh yeah, you have to, absolutely,
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you taking Seattle? I'm
taking Seattle. Now, I mean, depending on how many more I got later, I may flip the script and say New England. New England.
Yeah, sure.
Because if I don't, I remember when we did the Arizona game.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, and it was Philly and Kansas City.
Yeah, right.
So at one time I picked Philly, another time I picked Kansas City. So I'm on the sideline. I was doing my most interesting jobs.
Yes.
I'm on the sideline, and the training staff and the equipment manager for Kansas City, and then Patrick came over and said, "Oh, you picked Philly, huh?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Bro, I picked you guys too." They were like, "We don't remember that. We just remember." So I got to make.
Works.
So I got to make sure I got to sprinkle
it out.
Sprinkle it out. So no matter who I go with, I'm still when I do work, I'm welcome into the locker room.
Yeah, it makes that's why Tom Brady's probably like, hey.
He said I have no dog in the fight.
That's what he said. You don't believe that?
Man, Look, I got my own sort of issues. I can't concern myself with his.
I got you. All right, man. Well, it's good to see you here.
It's great to see you. You look great, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What do you sound? That's something called higher register, where if somebody has to say something higher register to believe it, like you could have just said, "You look great," not like, "Yeah, you look great." You know what I mean?
Well, that was just more.
So are you surprised that?
Well, technically, I haven't seen you.
That's true.
In a very long time.
That's true. We only see each other in the box.
We only see us on the box, and I don't get the
whole thing. The full Monty.
Yeah. So I was complimenting you, saying, "Hey, you look good."
Oh, and by the way, I thank your alma mater for giving my alma mater a football coach when we needed him the most.
We'll talk about that off air. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah. Great to see you, Steve Smith Sr. And I hope you deserve to have your name called,
Oh, in due time. In due time.
Okay.
I got some things I got to work on. So.
Okay, sounds good. Steve Smith Sr., one of the best is here. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.